coffee. And you're drinking Alani?
I wonder if it's gonna make me jittery because like when I drink the ones with the caffeine, they make me like shake. They
Hmm.
make me a crackhead. These I don't know if this one will because if there's no
I don't know. I haven't
carbonation.
taken my pre-workout. Oh, Elise gave me some pre-workout that has like, but it's like 330 milligrams of caffeine.
What?
Yeah, I don't
Is it
take the whole
bulked
thing.
up?
No, I don't even know what it is, but it has like, it also has like mushrooms in it,
Oh,
which is supposed to help with like mental clarity. I don't know. Sometimes I don't know. I think it works. I think it works. And
that I feel like I would throw up. I threw up when I took bucked up.
you throw up.
Because it was just way too much for me. Like I couldn't, my body couldn't handle it. And then that was that. I'm like, I'm never doing that again.
And you haven't taken pre-workout since or what?
No, I'm just not bugged up. Like I won't do that brand anymore.
I love bucked
And
up.
there's fucking
No.
deer antler in it.
Yeah, you told me about
It's
that. The thing
gross.
is, I remember I was a bucked up advanced ambassador once upon a time. That was like way back. What?
Wait, what do you mean?
Like, it wasn't anything crazy.
Oh,
When you're a bucked
not
up,
like the
no, the protein bar and kitchen.
protein.
Shout out
Is it
protein bar.
protein kitchen?
It's protein bar and kitchen. Protein bar and
I've seen that
kitchen. They
before.
have about eight, eight or nine locations in the city.
I've seen it.
And then they have one in Indianapolis. I think
Mhm.
they're supposed to be building one in Munster, which I'm like, yo, if they build one in Munster, like, just
They're
make me the poster child of
they
that.
like build because there's like new buildings by like Centennial, and I was like, me and my dad were talking. I was like, what are they building there? And he's like, probably more doctors'
Yeah,
offices.
no, it's doctor's
They
office.
don't build anything fun.
No, it's no, it's like yeah, it's literally only like like cancer research
Yeah, it's so
centers and like
stupid.
random, not random stuff, but
No, it's like important things, but there's already important things. So like they should just build like a Trader Joe's or like
yeah,
something
well,
fun.
and yeah,
Something
but they do have
stupid.
those nice restaurants. I kind of am upset because I just remember like Centennial used to have all those soccer fields, and that's where played like
Mhm.
Munster Travel, and now it's just all stores. And
Yeah.
like they're still building stuff like in the back there. You can tell like that whole thing's gonna be all commercialized
We
relatively
already
soon.
do an intro.
Yeah, we're here with Kendall Ziel. We're here with Kendall Ziel, guys. Those of
Hey.
you who have not had the pleasure of knowing Kendall Ziel, I will just tell you long story short. I think I've known you since I was like
7,
7, and you were what, 9 or 10?
9 or
Because
10.
what are you, 25?
Yeah, we
Yeah,
26
so
this year.
you're like 9.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were played for the great club that is South Suburban Soccer Academy.
Yeah.
She was on the girls' team with my sisters. I was in a little bit.
Lisette and Elise. We actually did a podcast together too. So
Yeah, I like I wish they did theirs more often, but I don't know.
Mujeres con Mics, yeah.
Mujeres con Mike. Shout out Mujeres con Mikes. Give them a
Yeah.
listen. But also, shout out Keeping Up with Kendall. Shout out
You
Keeping Up with
know,
Kendall. How many episodes deep are you on?
okay, so actually this is really exciting. I'm on my 50th episode.
Oh shit.
But like it's taken 3 years to
Yeah,
get to
yeah,
50.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
We were talking about consistency, but I think I want to do something special for the 50th one. I don't know what it's going to be yet, but hopefully in the next like few weeks I'll get around to posting something fun.
You should.
Kayla.
Kayla would be a good one.
I know, but she won't do it.
She's like she doesn't like talking or
No. And I'm
being.
like, it won't even be that bad. It'll just be you and me. Like, we'll do our own thing. I'll just like ask you some fun stuff and like about
Yeah.
sisterhood, or we'll do like a Q&A like on my story,
Hmm.
make it fun. She just is not about it. And for the last 3 years, I've been trying to get her to do
Yeah.
something, but she just won't.
Yeah.
Or I'll have Greg and Dana.
Greg and Dana. I think Greg by himself is just like.
Or it would be something where we'd have to have like some drinks.
Yeah,
And then
you should
Greg.
do like a live episode of like 313 or something like that.
Yeah.
That would be
That
fun.
would be so fun.
But yeah, no, my last podcast or the TBH if that will be continued
Yeah.
the Split Decision podcast.
Oh yeah.
We got to 50. We might have got to like 52 or 53.
Yeah. It's just hard.
It did also take us like 2-3 years basically
Mhm.
because like sometimes it's hard to post every
You're
week.
busy. You guys know, or not your followers, but everyone on my following should know how busy I am.
Yeah.
So like it's freaking hard to like be consistent. And then Roman and I were just talking about how like Spotify for podcasters changed their platform. So then you have to like upload through a laptop. I can't just like pick up my phone and like record through there in my car when I have a thought. Like
Yeah.
I can't just like, it has to be a set thing now. And it's
That's
hard
not-
to like get around to it.
Do you usually do it in your car?
I used to.
Because
I
it
used to
would be
be
like
like
noise canceling?
one of them with like one of the episodes where it was like showing gratitude. That was literally me just like in my car, like being like, hi, like blah, blah, blah. Now you have to like sit down with this app and like plug in your mic. It's a pain in the ass now. But
It is a
whatever.
pain, and then you're obviously like sometimes I'll go back and listen to them, and you think, oh, the editing probably shouldn't take too
No,
long. Yeah, especially like I've done some longer episodes. Like my last one, I think in total was at like the all together was probably an hour and 40, an hour 45. And like even to cut it down to just about 100, like 90 minutes, like I'm just,
It still takes a while.
it does take
You
forever.
have to devote your time. Like, I don't even know how I even did it like the last 2 years when I was still juggling a bunch. But now that summer's rolling around and like crossing my fingers, I get my own place. I actually thought about this the other day. I was like, I really want to devote like a corner of my like place to just my podcast. Like that would be so
Yeah.
cool. Like Kendall's Corner or something
Yeah.
fun, you know, like
Yeah.
something new. But I'm just like waiting on a few things and then like I
Yeah.
actually want to like really do it.
Well,
You know
yeah.
what I
You
mean?
know, I got the gym in my garage. We've had it for
Yeah.
a little bit now, but I'm really over basically, yeah, same thing. Like a little summer project for me is moving a lot of the stuff that we have in there. There's a shed that I have to grab, and then move over here, and then I can take all the stuff that's in the garage that we can kind of move and put in the shed, and then I start building up that gym more, put some more mats down.
There's just a process for everything.
It's a process, and you know, when you first have the idea, I think it's really overwhelming. Like when I had that idea of like, okay, this is like, I can get drywall up in here. I can buy like certain machines that would be really useful for people to use, useful to me.
Because Roman's a trainer now, so like he's like training people. It's like real.
It is real. It is real. I mean, you were a trainer too, though.
Yeah, but it was like 2 years ago now. I miss it.
Well, you're the same age as me. Yeah, when
it's so fun.
it is fun.
But like I was just doing group classes, but again, like I'm not gonna cuss. It's just like I don't know if you put too explicit.
You can curse.
Okay.
And no one's,
Well, I already said pain in the ass, so.
You're so devious. You're so...
But yeah, like again, just like juggle. Like okay, my main struggle the last 3 years has been school. So once I graduate in May, like that eliminates a big chunk of my time. So you know, like
Yeah, Kendall, because you've been in school longer than anyone.
yeah. So I'm getting my people on here. I don't know. I've been getting my master's for the last 3 years through IUN, and it's been really difficult to like juggle jobs and like life and podcast and just it's been crazy. But I finally graduate in May, so like
Yeah.
thank God. Like
No, thank God, honestly. And I remember, I mean,
I
you're
hated being a part of my identity for so long too. Like I'm just ready to like talk to people about other things.
I would literally
in
just be like,
school.
oh, Kendall's playing another season of soccer. That's not. No, but I think that's really good though, because I mean, a lot of people don't go out of their way to take on more things or to like have different experiences. And that's something like anybody who kind of follows your podcast or you on social media, you'll see Kendall at the golf course one day, you'll see Kendall playing soccer the other day.
It's so difficult.
You'll see
like,
Kendall's at
it's
school.
either
Yeah.
school, work, just
Yeah.
track, because now I'm coaching track. So like
Yeah. I'll just wait for him to walk. It's fine. It's
Okay.
fine.
but yeah, it's just been really difficult juggling, which I feel like I've been doing my whole life though, with like college soccer and all that, but it's still been really tough.
Mhm.
I wanna say
You can say hi. Yeah.
hi, Mr. Garcia.
Hello, Miss Arno.
Kendall.
Kendall.
Oh,
Hi.
You thought I had a random girl in the basement right now?
hi.
We're doing Roman's podcast. He said that I didn't think.
Yeah, that's so funny. Anyways, but I lost my thought. I asked you.
I said it's been a part of my identity for so long that I can't wait to talk to
Yeah.
about other topics to people and not make it like just about my identity. And
I mean, yeah, but it's like that's not a bad thing necessarily. And then
then I'll just be Miss Social Worker, and then I could just find other hobbies and like find, because I was talking to my task instructor about this too yesterday, where it's like I've been doing something for someone for so long, like needing to do the important things,
Yeah.
that it's been hard to like really find myself
Mm-hmm.
and do things just for me.
Yeah, no, I understand that because it's like when you grow up, you're going to school, it's like obviously you're answering to your teachers and when you're in college, especially like a big college like IU, you do have a lot of freedom. But honestly, it's like some people, the way they make use of that freedom is obviously different. Like for me, I do not like having a lot of free time. I don't really, I don't, I just I don't do well. Like I don't watch TV. I don't own a console.
Yeah.
If I have free time, I'm just literally on my phone, just scrolling. And for me, that's enough brain rot for the day. And I hate seeing my screen time sometimes. So that's why I'm just like,
Yeah.
I mean, there's days like yesterday, like I told you right before we hopped on, where I was gone all day from like literally. I left here at like 4:45 in the morning, and then I didn't go home till like 8:30.
Yeah, it's been so, cause like, I don't know, I feel like cause I was thinking about this too, like no knock to my parents or anything, and you could probably relate to this too, where it's like, where you live at home and it's like, you're living your life, but you're also still a big chunk of like your family's life, and you're like a son or a daughter to them. You always will be, but now you're involved in their life a lot because you're at home. You know what I mean?
No,
So it's like, it's exhausting. Like, it's a blessing. This is not meant to be taken the wrong way. But like, when I get home from work, like the other day, I was gone for like 8 hours, and then I get home and they're like, all right, let's go do this, this, and this, which is great. But it's like, okay, how do I set that boundary and be like, hey, I'm just really tired. And then you feel bad and guilty.
Exactly.
And you're like, I was thinking about that a lot. Like, I just want to be. Like,
yeah.
And I know I'm probably gonna like flip this around when I move out and be like, I miss them.
Yeah.
But now it's like, okay, I really just like want to find like those different outlets of like what makes me truly happy instead of just like being consumed with like other,
like kind of being subjected to what
having,
other people like to do. Those, and I definitely I can't relate to that, especially being that I was away for school for 4 years. And I was, living.
And then you're like, oh, I get it. Like I miss them.
Yeah. And
now it's like that we're so consumed here. It's like,
it's
you feel like you can't really do your own thing.
Because freedom is nice, independence is nice. Obviously, that comes with more responsibility.
Like especially moving out.
Yeah, because it's like now I have to pay bills and gas and groceries and all that other stuff.
Yeah.
But. And then there would be some times where I was going through and I'd be like, man, I wish I had like around my family right now, but they're 3.5, 4 hours away. And then there's just like you said, there's days I come back from a long day of work and it's like all I want to do is literally I want to eat and want to shower and I want to go to bed. Yeah. But it's like I haven't seen my parents all day.
I know. And then you feel bad and guilty and you're like, oh, I gotta go see what they're doing and call them.
Exactly.
I just feel like it's all gonna like. I was thinking about this too, how everything is so temporary. Like how I'm almost done with the track season. Like I feel like it just started. Like it's flying by. Like everything is just so temporary and it's so hard to be present though. Like when you have all these other things going on. But.
No, it is. Like, and I think when you're younger, obviously time seems like it takes a while, but as you grow older, it just goes faster. It goes faster.
I graduate already. Like I feel like I just started.
Yeah, like my friend, I have a really good friend who I went and saw him this past weekend, Cirillo, and like he's graduating this year, and it feels so weird because like I remember being on the phone with him and like asking him, I was like, hey, what's graduation by the way? And he's like, oh, it's in 3 weeks from now. And I'm like, that's insane because I remember graduating like it was yesterday. Like it was yesterday, and then all of a sudden we're literally a full year on.
It's actually crazy. Like
it's disgusting.
But it's like, but it actually kind of like feels good. Like for me, because I'm like, damn, like I wrote all those papers. Like I'm ready to be done. Like my final paper this semester was 35 pages with like graphs and data. Like it took hella long.
No,
so Maybe I'll get a doctorate. I was thinking about that too. Like,
No,
I was thinking about that.
it's like
Not now.
No,
Like,
it's just funny. It's like, you ever watch 21 Jump Street?
yeah.
And it's like, oh, they went from they're in high school, now they're in college, and then they're like the end credits, like, oh, now Kendall gets her PhD. Kendall gets her PhD.
No.
Like,
Because I was talking to my dad about this too, because he's like, okay, so I'll just like back up really quick, making this my whole personality. So like I'm graduating in May and then I'm taking my licensure exam, so I'll have my license. I have the option to do 2 more years of clinical supervision, and that way I can get my LCSW, which is like I can like diagnose people and prescribe meds and have my own practice.
That's dangerous.
So I might do that to start.
Yeah.
And then doctorate after that. So like
Prescribe meds, like what sort of like antidepressants?
so like yeah,
and stuff?
antidepressants, anti-anxiety,
Hey.
like
So you're
but then I can have my own practice so people like could come see me if they want to and I can make them a client. So that'd be really cool. Not like
yeah.
friends, because like that's not.
And that's something I want to ask you about because I mean, we've already touched on it. You've done a lot of different things and like have gotten your feet wet in a lot of different like
Yeah.
coaching,
Experiences.
like fitness coaching, soccer
Yeah.
coaching, track coaching, social work, your golf cart, like all those sorts of different experiences. And
Bunch of stuff.
I feel like I can very much relate in that way. I had so many odd jobs, and then
But it's fun.
at like different stages, I want different things in my life, where I'm like, oh, what if I went just like put all my effort into this or effort into that? Do you feel like sometimes you just overwhelm yourself with like the things that you kind of take on, or are you kind of someone who just like needs something else and then something
I
else?
feel like that's just an interesting question because I was also thinking about this. I think that I've been so used to the lifestyle of like go 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 for a very long time, probably since like high school,
Mhm.
because I'm always worried about the next big thing.
Yeah.
That my body is just used to being in that like low-key panic
Like, what's
mode. Not
next?
panic mode, but like
Yeah.
focused on like what's the next goal.
Yeah. Mhm.
And I think right now where I'm at with like school and like coaching, I do get overwhelmed sometimes because I mean, I think for the last like 26 years, I've done a really good job of like being sporadic and like giving my time to like each thing. Like that hasn't been a problem. Like I've
Yeah.
been pretty balanced. But I think that like there are times like when I get home after a long day, like damn, like I just was really like tired and my body's exhausted.
Yeah.
So like I don't want to say I'm necessarily like burnt out, but I could tell that my body is just like getting like especially my brain with like the last 3
Yeah.
years, like I'm getting burnt out from school. But I think like overall with balancing little different jobs and different things like that, I think I've just done a good job of like being balanced.
Yeah.
Um,
How do you wind down? How do you relax?
self-care? Oh my God. This is a good question for a social worker because this is what we preach to people. That's a really good question. I feel like some of my hobbies, we were just talking about this, is still like doing things because you have to. Like, it's kind of toxic, but like working out, like I know that I have to work out to like see results, but like now that I'm done with college sports, I'm trying to find that like love for it again,
Mhm.
which I feel like you training is like helping you with that.
Yeah.
But for self-care, I don't know. I'll just like, well, right now I'm watching You, the new season
Oh,
with
yeah.
Kayla. So
Thought you
like
were
we're
talking about
doing
me.
that. That's been a good like little bonding thing. In a way, I feel like coaching is kind of self-care, but it's still like something that I obviously have to go to, but I signed up for it.
Yeah, it's enjoyable.
It is.
Lisette says the same things. Like she said, like she'll finish her whole day of work and then have to go coach, but
Right.
she doesn't. It's not like she has to
No,
go
I love
coach. It's
it.
like she gets to coach. So, you okay?
Yeah, I'm good.
Yeah.
But yeah, as far as self-care, like working out, taking walks, especially like today, it's really nice.
Yeah.
Pilates has been new for me. I've added that into my routine, which has been so great.
Yeah. I mean, I was training a girl, and then she has like a background in Pilates, and she hadn't lifted weights and I forgot she thinks she said like she got in a car accident. She hadn't lifted for like a year or something.
yeah.
But she was so strong. Like she was so like stable from that. Like I heard
Yeah.
very good things about Pilates. And then I think there's one like real close by. I don't know. There's a
The
couple
one
that
in
are around.
Munster? There's one in Munster,
know.
but it's really expensive. I go to the one in Crown Point, and then I just tried one in Winfield, and then last week I tried the Reformer.
Mm-hmm.
And that was really challenging, but it was so good. Like I love trying new things with working out and like pushing your body because
Yeah.
you know, like you're always pushing your limits. So trying to get away from like, because my split right now is something that I really enjoy, but
You're looking
and
pretty jacked right now, Kendall. I'm not gonna lie. You're looking pretty. Oh shit! Oh, that was kind of crazy. Okay.
yeah, but self-care, I don't know. Make sure I'm like getting enough sleep too.
Oh, I've been struggling with that lately, and that's something and I kick myself over it because I'm like, I don't know. I'd like to think I have my fitness like really, really dialed in, but I will sell myself short on my recovery because I'm not getting my 8 hours.
That's yeah. You have to like really like give your brain
And
a
it's
break.
making me drink more caffeine, and I hate that. I hate that.
Alani, sponsor me, please.
Yeah, did you say it's the first time you've been drinking? You don't even know Alani doesn't even know if that's Alani. That's a regular bottle of
It's
water.
the little powder packet.
Okay.
I usually drink the carbonated one.
Yeah, no, yeah, no, but like sometimes my alarm will go off in the morning, and it's like it's like I literally feel like I just closed my eyes and I did a
It's
long.
like that meme where it's like they'll like fall asleep
Yes,
and then
yes.
your alarm, like,
Yeah, literally. That's how it feels a lot of the time. But, and it's literally just the initial, like, let me get my feet on the ground where
yeah.
that just pains me. But it's
Yeah.
like once I'm going, I'm going. Like yesterday, I had such a long day, but like
Yeah.
at the end of it, it's like I need days like that.
Yeah.
It's like my brain's kind of wired where at this point I think it started from me going to college and just filling up my time like with
With different
work,
stuff.
class, extracurriculars, everything.
Yeah.
And my days would just generally be just like days I had yesterday where I leave the house, I don't go home for 12 hours
Yeah, I feel
for
that. Me too.
but I love it
With my
'cause
internship and like
yeah.
track, it's
Yeah.
like a full day.
but then but it's like it makes it so much easier for me to put my head on my pillow at night. I
Yes,
feel.
and then but then it's toxic because I feel like it's like a reward to like
Yeah.
sleep, you know? But
It shouldn't. Yeah, obviously. Yeah, it shouldn't be. It
But
shouldn't
on
be.
the days off, like today, like I'll try to sneak in a nap. Like if I know that I have a meet.
Yeah, I took a
And,
mini nap at some,
Um,
and it's only 9:50, but
but that's something I'm trying to get out of as far as like a mindset goes, is I'm trying to get out of the mindset of like sleep and self-care should not be a reward. It should just be something that like
Yeah.
you not like enjoy, but it's something that like you should have anyway.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I mean, for me, yeah, and for me, and I'm sure most people know this, my self-care is just going to work out. Like,
Well, let's
and
talk about your transformation because I remember Roman being like little Roman and like, oh my God.
Yeah,
It's just crazy. Roman had such a crazy transformation. I remember him being just little Roman running around. Like, it's just crazy.
Yeah. And now
No,
what? And now what? Now it's,
Now you can beat some ass,
Yeah.
to be honest.
I tell people I train big so people don't even so people think they don't want to fight me. I've never been in a fight.
Oh my God.
I would love to see how I do.
Speaking of,
Mhm.
did I show you the Priscilla? Okay, back up.
Priscilla Carmel?
Yeah, so my hooding ceremony was Friday. She texts me, she goes, "Did you know you were famous?" And I go, "What are you talking about on YouTube?" There's a video of me on YouTube Short of me during an IUN game of me like getting into a scuffle with this girl, and on YouTube it says yellow or red card. It has 8.5 million views on YouTube.
Of you? What did you? I didn't even know you got into it. I don't know you got these scuffles were in your.
Okay, it's like really bad.
I've never even seen you with like your eyebrows scrunched or anything.
I didn't know it was
Bad?
out.
Oh.
It's like out there. And it scares me. And I don't know whether in the because people are ripping me in the comments. And I don't know whether to be like, hello, that's me.
No.
Because people, if they did that, okay.
But if they saw what you look like, kind of, they'd apologize.
But like, okay, here's the other thing too is like, okay, this literally has 8.5 million. This is from an IUN game last 2 years ago. Okay. This has been out for more than a year. And because I had my alumni game Saturday. And it's so funny because he texted me Friday. I go, "Did you know I was famous for this?" He goes, "Yeah, I knew." I go, "What the hell?"
I'm
Sorry.
dying to look at this.
It's so bad, Roman.
Come
I
on.
don't even know. I don't even know.
It has to load. I have to see this. You said it has 8.5 million.
Yeah.
Yeah, it has 90,000 likes. Well, yeah, Kendall, you ripped the shit. Okay, I don't think it should be a red card. Let me see it one more time.
Priscilla texted me, goes, did you know this was out of you?
Oh my God, you have to send that to me. What? What did that girl? Had that girl done something
That
to
girl
you?
hit checked me, watched in the beginning, and she like watched her hits. She like backed into me.
Oh yeah, no, that was. The thing is, though, it seemed like you were coming with some steam.
That was one of our first games at IUN.
Hey, fair enough. Hey, I don't blame you. And the thing is, girls in generally, like from having played against my sisters and like South side.
Okay, they're like,
South.
thanks for all the insightful comments. We have a great discussion going. However, some have been leaving hurt and personal comments. Please refrain from doing this and keep the comments positive. These are athletes and people.
Yeah, well, someone said Red Shorts is definitely going to the head of an HOA someday and yelling at kids out skateboarding, having fun. Oh, Jesus. They're calling you a Karen. You said you're a future Karen, Kendall.
Anyway.
Which just couldn't be first. It's so crazy because it's like anybody who knows you, it's insane. Because I would have never, I've never seen you do anything remotely like that on a soccer field. I've almost seen you die once.
Too. Yeah,
I almost saw you die once, which was scary. Remember when we played that final? In that goal.
Greg almost kicked that guy's ass.
I was right behind. If Greg had the left, I had the right.
Legs off from under me. That was.
No, I honestly thought you were gonna. He broke your leg at first because that was scary. Grown ass men. What's the thing with grown men? I do a lot of co-ed soccer. You've played your fair share of co-ed soccer. Why are there some men who just like they really just don't understand, like,
why do they take it so seriously? I don't know.
Because here's my thing. I think I do find it disrespectful to the girls when like guys are just like, oh, you can do whatever you want. I'm not gonna do like that. Especially I played up with my sisters. I know there's plenty of girls who are competitive.
But they want.
But
I'm
not
want to get better.
Exactly. What I'm not gonna do is like go in there and be like, well, Kendall's a tiny girl. Let me just go put my fucking shoulder through her shoulder and say like, oh, we went shoulder to shoulder. Not the same thing. Not the same thing.
If you're gonna intentionally do it, then that's a different story. Just because you know that you're like stronger and bigger, I think that's like really annoying.
Yeah.
If it's girl to girl, no. Okay, the reason I don't even know why I did that.
Yeah.
Like if I were to respond in that comment, I've thought about it. And responding to these people and being like, this was 2 years ago.
Yeah.
I don't know why I did this. Like, it was in the heat of the moment.
I mean, you don't owe anything to those people, though, Kendall.
No, but I want to be like, hi, I'm a social worker. Like, this is not, this is literally just soccer.
Yeah.
Like,
no,
what?
yeah. There's shit that happens in soccer. I never really got into it. I don't know. But also when I was younger, I wasn't an aggressive type of player.
Either.
I wasn't that type of player.
I was never like, I would cry if there was a fight at Dalton.
Yeah, even though I was like a defender and stuff like that, like I was never like a big on using my body or anything crazy like that. It wasn't until like now I kind of have to because I'm fucking slow.
You're not slow.
I'm not as fast as I used to be, that's for sure. Well, it's just funny because a lot of times I will say as much. I know I just said that I think some guys are bogus when it comes to playing against girls. I will do this sometimes when I see a girl with a ball and I'm just like, especially if we're losing, we're tied and I'm just trying to win, I'll just start sprinting at them as fast as I can. And usually they'll freak out and like pass it off or something like that. But also like, there's just times where like, you're playing, you can't stop your momentum, or there's been times where like I have the ball and I don't know who's behind me and I just try to turn. And I remember one specific time I turned, and it just happened to be a girl behind me.
Right, it just happens.
And I hit.
She's kind of like.
I bumped her, and literally, I bumped her. She fell. I'll stop. Whenever I bump a girl and she happens to fall, I'll always stop.
Help her out.
Because it happens a lot. Okay, and it happens with guys too. But like, who gives a fuck about that? But I like.
But if a girl was bodying a guy, that'd be different.
Oh yeah, you'll see it. Lisette will do that shit every now and then. Lisette doesn't give a fuck. But yeah, but Lisette's a speed demon too. That's Anyway, don't matter me for saying that. But no, she literally, this poor girl fell down, and then I turned and I literally tried to give her a hand up, and she like disregarded it. She was like, "I fucking hate men," and I was like, "I didn't want to leave you with the poor taste."
That's not your fault.
Yeah, I know. Only so much I can do, especially.
But anyway, if you guys are interested, Go look at that YouTube video.
Yeah.
Don't.
Well,
I'm so scared.
I'll have to share and clip
It's
it in.
on.
It's kind of terrifying.
It's on. I know what account it's on. It's just so
You
scary.
just grabbed a big handful out of that. But it
People
was,
were saying that I swung at her. No, I did
No.
not. It's on Go Stream Sports on YouTube.
you swung it. Oh, because
I
you were
like
like,
went back with
and
her
then you
jersey.
pushed her. But the
I'm
thing is, you're probably
I'm gonna
much
dislike
you're
it.
much stronger than that girl.
I'm a
That-
dislike.
Yeah.
Yes.
You're much stronger than that girl. That's the thing.
Okay. Anyway, that's the last thing I'm gonna say about that.
All right, Kendall. Here's the thing, though. You've played on way too many soccer teams. Way too many. But who was your favorite team to play on?
I would say like the most fun I've had.
Yeah.
I thought college was really fun at Parkside, but like it was mentally hard. We
Mhm.
can like get a whole discussion about
Yeah.
that, but I don't know, like those 4 years were like one of the probably the hardest ever with like balancing everything, but like I think it taught me a lot
Mhm.
of like working hard and like what it really means to like be an athlete in college.
Yeah.
But I don't know, high school was fun too because like I was playing with Kayla and we were scoring
Oh,
a lot,
yeah.
and like Priscilla, like that team was stacked.
Yeah.
Like JC Helmer and like
But you guys
Kami
did.
Kakela.
But you guys didn't have the
and-
Garcia
and
girls.
not the Garcia girls. Actually,
No, at least played like 1 year. I
yeah,
think.
no. But that was really fun too, like senior year of high school. I haven't hated like any teams that I've been on. South Sub,
Did I?
obviously, like we were on there for like 10 plus years, so that was special.
You guys had a good South Sub
And
team
we would
too.
like pass the ball and we would know where each other
Yeah,
would be.
'cause you guys-
we were so
Because you
good.
guys had so many people.
Chem,
Yeah,
so much
yeah,
chem.
because you guys have been playing together for so long. You guys would actually be fun to go and watch. Like I enjoy. It was actually
Mhm.
enjoyable going to watch your games. You guys would,
Mhm,
and you guys were a second half team
mhm.
almost all the time.
We were in
uh,
shape.
Yeah,
We were like really, really in shape too. Everybody was
yeah, I know. But what I was gonna say,
playing for Drew and Ricky. Oh my
Ricky,
God.
I miss Ricky. I miss Ricky. I miss Drew. But you were talking about like your experience playing soccer. I played 1 year. I played 1 year of D3 college soccer.
Yeah, Manchester.
Yeah, Manchester. Practicing twice a day. I was good enough to be on the first team, which meant I got to travel everywhere, right? Because we had a reserve team and then we had a first team, which means I got to travel. Go on these long ass bus rides or whatever. But I just was not getting playing time, and that would, I guess, like going from playing club in high school and you're used to just starting, like that's just how I'm not trying to glaze myself, but that's just how it was. Like I would get a lot of playing time. And then all of a sudden it's like I remember after that first game, like the very first game, I didn't play a minute, and we won, and we still won like 4-1 or something like. So there was like opportunity. Obviously, it's not like it was like a 1-1 nail biter sort of thing.
Yeah.
I think it was like a pretty lopsided game, and I didn't play at all. And it was like a 3-hour bus ride home, and I just remember thinking to myself, "Is this what every game's gonna be like?" Ugh, it kind of really was. And I just remember there was a certain point, because I'd just be like, I'd still like show up to practice. I'd still go to practice, go to the gym afterwards. Like I was just like, okay, like I'm gonna do the most I can so that when like the opportunity comes, like I will make the most of it. I just, I don't know. Maybe I could have done more to earn it. I don't know. Either way, the opportunity just didn't came or wasn't coming, I guess. And I remember being at a practice one day, and like it's towards the end of the season. There's only a few games left, and like we're playing like keep away or something. But I just remember like the ball was within a distance from me that I like could have gotten it at that point. But I was so beating. I think I had beat myself down so much, and kind of like I was already at like I kind of like felt helpless because I remember the ball rolling by and just being like.
Is
It
really
doesn't
worth it?
doesn't fucking matter if
Is
I
it
get it or
worth it?
not. Like, doesn't matter if I try my hardest in this
Yeah.
practice or not. And when I found myself thinking like that, which is the way I literally try to never think, that's when I was kind of like, yeah, I guess this isn't really for you anymore. And I think the environment, it was COVID time, and I was living in a really random place in Indiana, so and away from my family for the first time.
Yeah.
So I don't know if that I probably put factors in as
Yeah.
well. but it probably would have been a lot easier to stick around if I was getting some minutes.
Well, I
But
thought I can like relate to that too with parks. I had like the first. I'm gonna be honest, I wasn't a favorite. And I would bust my ass every day, and it got to a point senior year where I would like. I was really seeing the team therapist. She wasn't even a therapist. She
Yeah.
was going to get her doctorate, and I was like, "Can I meet with you?" And
yeah,
it really like that was probably the challenging part of it. The mentally challenging part was again like being on scholarship and showing up every day and like working really hard. But then like there was a breakthrough moment for me like senior year after I had a really really hard conversation with my coach where I was just like bawling in her office and I think for me like I've wanted to quit. I wanted to quit. Like I would call my dad and be like, I'm done. Like I
Yeah.
can't do this anymore. Like it's mentally exhausting. Like there's a lot more that I could be doing, like focusing on school and he actually was like, I support you with whatever you do. But then I was like, you know what? Like, fuck, I'm like, I'm gonna like go
Yeah.
out. And that actually was my breakthrough moment after that meeting as she started me. And then from there it just got better. And I was like,
so we do it.
it was just so like
Yeah.
it was so difficult. But I was like, you know what? Screw it. I'm
Yeah.
gonna go out there and do what I can, and it actually paid off. So
Yeah. No, it was good for it. Ended up like in the long run, ended up going to IU. I transferred to IU and I had all the best memories there and really grew in a lot of different ways there. Honestly, mostly physically because then after I was done with soccer, I was just like we're just gonna go hard in the gym because now that I had a lot of time to do that. And I kind of honestly for a while I was kind of just mentally I was like I don't know if I'll even play soccer anymore, like how much I'll play that much anymore. But going to the gym at IU, people would play futsal on like the basketball courts across, and like I went in there one day and I literally didn't even have like indoor shoes. I was playing on like literally the shoes I have now basically, and I was just like yeah this is great. And then soccer at IU, pickup soccer at IU, it doesn't seem like when I tell people I got so much better just from playing pickup soccer at
Right.
IU like 3, 4, 5
because you
times.
know why? Because you're not doing it for
Yeah.
someone
Oh
to
yeah.
be on a team. You're doing it for fun, and you realize that
Yeah.
like you love it.
And the level there was honestly really high because you're getting people who obviously a lot of people from
Yeah,
here
play
who
soccer.
didn't
Yeah.
didn't go and play in college but were really good, right?
Mhm.
But you also get so like I have so many friends from all over the place
that's
now
so
because of
cool.
it. Like just this past weekend, I was down at IU and I saw my friend Danilo who's from Brazil, my friend Tolga who's Mongolian,
Yeah.
my friend Arjit who's Indian. I've met like I know people from Afghanistan, Ecuador, like
That's so
literally
cool.
all over. I have friends all the way in Denmark right now. Like
Yeah.
these 3 guys named Emil who I met like my sophomore year, straight from Denmark. But everyone plays
Yeah.
soccer, so
But
it's
that's
like
like the best is that like soccer is community and then once you're in like you're locked in.
and soccer guys, we're all chill.
Yeah. So
I mean, there was
not the ones in freaking Sparta.
oh yeah, no, that's true. Well, there's some people who just like
You need to relax.
They don't,
Especially the high school kids like, all right, bro, we get you're really good. They're like,
yeah,
"Shut
I
up."
know, but I
It
don't know.
does make you better. Like I think playing playing at Sparta has brought that spark back for me and I enjoy it now again. And then when I had my alumni day Saturday, I had a really sweet goal. I like Meg the goalie and I'm like I made that run and I was like it's muscle memory and I miss it.
Well, you
like
put
you
one
miss it.
in our last game. You put one bottom left, but
Yeah.
that also is because I passed it to you.
Okay. Take some credit, yeah.
That's because I passed you.
But I think that's again like with you playing that pickup brings that spark back and you're like, wow, like this is really fun. Like I missed it.
No,
So
it was great.
no, I relate to that too.
I was there like 3, 4, 5 times a week. I'd go play for like 2 hours. There was one time, yeah. No, I won't tell that story because no one needs to know that. But like, yeah, TMI. Really, and when I say people don't need to know about it, I mean my parents don't need to know about it.
Oh, okay.
They'll know about it soon one day. Maybe they'll even ask me after this. It was nothing crazy. It was nothing crazy. Maybe I'll say it. Should I say it? Should I say it? Okay. This is a reveal. My parents are gonna hear this story for the first time.
Your
It's
parents
nothing
watch your
bad.
podcast?
Oh, I hope.
I wonder if I don't know if my parents listen on.
And every now and then, I don't know. My mom for sure will listen.
I'm curious. What?
It was nothing crazy, but just to show you like how much I cared about going to play soccer. There's just one time I was driving and like the car in front of me. Basically, I got into a little bit of a fender bender that my parents don't know about, and I got into a little bit of a fender bender. This lady she fainted the left turn like she was gonna go, Like she literally spent out, and she even told me, like afterwards, like, she was like, "Oh yeah, it's like partially my fault because I kind of," and I'm like, "Well, that's not gonna fucking hold up in court." But she's like trying to exchange like insurance information with me, and I was like, that means insurance. That means I gotta tell my parents. That means the insurance gonna go up, and then I'm
Mhm.
gonna pay the difference. I was like, hey, how about we just settle? Like, I just pay you straight up, and yeah. I think it ended up being like 1,500, which
Okay.
to a college man
That's a lot.
that's a lot,
Mhm.
so much.
Well, now it's out there.
I ended up paying her off.
God,
I got a little fender bender. We don't even own the
that's
car.
okay.
We don't
It
even
was a long
own.
time ago.
We don't even own the car that
It's
my
okay,
my car.
Garcias.
Yeah, I have the money now. It's
It's
all
okay.
good. It's all good. It's all good. But you would think like after that I would have took my sorry ass
No,
home,
you
or
probably
like
went to play soccer.
I went literally. I left directly and I went played soccer for
And you
like.
probably took it out on everybody else. You're like, all right, I'm gonna score 5 goals.
Yeah. I didn't care. Those guys were chill. Like I told them the whole story afterwards. But okay. Is there any last things I want to ask?
41 minutes, that's a lot.
Because me and Kendall do have a workout
Yeah,
we
we're
have to get
lifting
to.
legs.
We're hitting
Lifting
legs.
biggies.
Let me look. I think I had one. Oh, of course. Kendall,
Okay.
do you think 100 men could kill a gorilla?
Why did I see something about that yesterday? 100 men could kill one?
Yeah.
Or is it one man could kill one?
Hmm.
100?
No, 100. What? One
Yeah.
man with their bare hands?
It depends how strong they all are.
Well,
There's a lot of factors.
okay. Well, I'm not gonna have you name 100 people, but let's just.
Like The Rock? Yeah.
But the thing is, it's like you.
Imagine the gorilla. Like these men and he's like, oh, just like
That's
throwing
what I'm
off.
saying. It's like I don't think.
I think he could. I think if they teamed up and had a strategy, yeah.
But you have to have one on like each limb. But even then, are you really holding like a gorilla's arm down?
Probably not.
Even if you're like 300
Probably not,
pounds?
no.
Because they're so ridiculously
They
strong.
are. But like,
And people are talking about, well, they don't know how to throw a punch. Okay, I don't give a fuck if he doesn't know how to throw.
they could eat you.
Yeah,
They could.
Yeah, he'd chop your leg off. He'd grab you and he'd rip your arm off.
Yeah.
No, they could do that, right? Like they could rip your arm off if they really
Yeah.
wanted to.
I feel like, but 100 though, he would have to go through 100.
But here's the thing, though. You rip like a guy's head off, a guy's arm off. About 30, 40 of them at least are gonna lose like that. Like, let me go after this gorilla. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like it's possible for the 100.
It's possible.
Because then the gorilla's gonna get tired.
But the thing
the
is,
gorilla's gonna get tired.
it's not like they can't. Oh, the gorilla will get tired.
He's gonna be like, oh, I've reached my point. Let me accept
The
it.
gor-
Then I'm
the-
gonna die.
That is true. That is true because
So like, oh, I've
'cause-
accepted my fate. There's like more
yeah,
men coming.
because of all the human.
Are there
like,
weapons involved?
no,
Bare hands?
just bare
Okay,
hands. Because
then
yeah,
I think it's possible.
it's possible. Yeah, I think so too. But it depends. There's a lot of factors at play here. It's just a widely known
Any other
debate.
questions?
Okay, who is your pro player counterpart? Like, who's your what professional soccer player would you say is like?
My favorite?
No, like who do you think you play like, if any?
The run that I made on Saturday, I was like, damn, Alex Morgan.
Oh, I knew you were gonna say. I knew you were gonna say Allison.
I think, okay, now that Alex Morgan's retired, kids, all of that, I think Swanson's good, but she's like, I think Rodman.
Oh, Trinity.
She's
I
underrated.
think
She
she's
has her
pretty solid.
moments where she's really skilled, and I like watching her.
Well, they like to talk about her a lot because obviously she has like, a
Dennis.
famous dad. But
There's a new girl too that's, I don't know if you've watched the games recently.
Yeah.
I don't know her name, but she has like really bushy hair.
Mm.
She's like 16.
yeah, I haven't watched it in a while. I just
I don't
know.
know her
I just
name.
know the rest of the world's really catching up. Like I think for a while the U.S. women's team was like levels at.
No, they're like mid now.
Yeah, exactly.
And I
It's
feel
kind
like,
of all
well,
evened
here's the
out.
good part. My dad and I were talking about this too. Their coach, I feel like their old coach, Vlad or whatever his name was, he was very like particular about keeping the same people on the field and like only had one set way of doing things, and he like lost a lot. Whereas this new Emma girl, she's like British
Yeah.
or whatever, she's brought up a lot of new talent. So that's been cool to see. So I kind of enjoy watching them, but they're just not the same team as they were.
USA.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was just
So
curious.
probably Mallory Swanson or Trinity Rodman I'm gonna go with right now.
Yeah. Well, for me, you probably wouldn't know this. It's this guy. It's this Belgian dude named Moussa Dembele. He,
No.
no, he was like this, like when I started getting bigger and gaining weight, I knew because a lot of time I used to play on the outside, on the wing, stuff like that, or fullback, and I'd just run, 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 run. That was always my thing.
too.
But then my playing style had to change, basically. You know, I know I'm not like slow as fucking molasses, but I'm definitely not the type. I'm not gonna be your winger who's just gonna run, run,
Like
and make
me.
runs. Yeah, I will not do that. I'd rather stay in the middle of the field, play some defense, play some passes, make a run every now and then. And there was this Belgian dude, and he played on my favorite team, Tottenham. He hasn't played in a while now. He retired, but he was like a bigger guy. But he went to get the ball at his feet. He was like super, super good. And he was super good at using his body too. So when I was like getting bigger, I'd watch like his highlights a lot, and I was just kind of seeing him around. He was like a what they call a streets won't forget type of baller. Like you have to keep.
Yeah.
If you know Moussa Dembele, you know Moussa
I need to look
Dembele.
him up because I feel like that'd be interesting.
Yeah. Who did you vote for?
Like election?
Yeah.
Shit.
Did you vote?
Yeah, but is that like I'm scared.
No, I'm just kidding. You don't have to answer
I
that.
feel like
You don't have to.
see, like I feel like people would rip me a new one again.
No, yeah, they will. I was just kidding. I just wanted to see if you would. I probably
I
would
would if I wasn't like
Yeah, don't record this. Yeah.
you can cut it out. What did you record?
Or let's do, or maybe I'll ask you that, and then we'll record one version where you say Trump and another version where you
No.
say Kamala. and then,
Would be like no.
like the people who
I
I'm
get
like,
scared about politics.
politics is scary. Politics is real scary.
Are so like hard-headed about it.
Yeah, I know.
They're not open,
And I
so
don't
I
under-
will not talk.
I don't understand it, honestly.
talk.
I like, and I do like getting in, like learning
Yeah, me
or
too.
understanding the political scheme.
Well, some people are like,
But,
kill
like,
you.
There's people who are not trying to learn.
Okay, here's what I don't like.
They're-
People who like have like Trump or
Yeah.
Biden on their cars.
Yeah, yeah.
Wild.
I think that shit's wild. It's like, hey, yo, I'm American too, and I appreciate your patriotism, but
That shit's wild.
This
Are you trying
is-
to get shot?
yeah, or no.
I always think that like if I see a sticker, I'm like, you're not gonna get shot.
I'm like, go do something for yourself. How about that? You know?
I mean, I like getting educated too, but there's just so much to keep up with, and I'm like, sometimes like I get overwhelmed with the amount of information that's out there
Yeah.
with politics. It's too much.
Yeah, and then after election season, it's basically just like, well, everyone kind of tunes off for a bit, and then there's like some people who stick with it, and then once election season comes around again, everyone's a political expert.
No,
Everyone was talking about tariffs and the economy and
no more Sheen.
no more Sheen. Is that real?
It's got Sheen. Now
Yeah.
it's like not 50 cents for earrings, it's $3. That's not happening anymore.
Yeah, well, I went and bought eggs yesterday at Jewel-Osco, and they cost me like fucking
Oh, I
13.
bet.
It was for 18. It was $13.
You should go to Aldi.
I usually do go to Aldi, but I was in a pinch. Anyways, Kendall's
Anyway.
tired of her shoes.
Sorry, we're
I'm
ready
getting-
to lift.
I'm so ready to lift.
Wow, that was almost an hour.
Yeah, you usually don't go this long.
Wow.
I can go all day, Kendall, if I need
Yeah.
to. Anyways, I won't do that today because I'd rather go and hit my legs for like 45 minutes to an hour. Me legs. But do give Keeping Up with Kendall a listen.
If I ever make another episode, I probably will soon.
You have to.
I
Yeah,
will.
you're
It'll
almost
be
at 50. You're at 50.
Yeah, it'll be 50.
Okay. 50. 50 is a big deal because most podcasts I think don't make it past like,
10.
yeah, honestly.
We'll
Hopefully.
see what happens if I come up with a really cool idea one day. But yeah, it'll happen.
It will happen. I'll be there and I'll be there to listen.
Give a listen to my podcast. I think it's on Spotify and Apple Podcasts, but we'll see.
Okay, everyone. I hope you enjoyed episode 4 of Talkaholic. Thank you to Kendal Ziel for coming on. And we will catch you guys all later. Goodbye. Bye. That was good.
Damn, that was long.